All right, so we've got a second example, finding the area of the segment. Let's just fill in some things we know about our triangle before we find the area. So I'm going to zoom in for a minute. So because we can see that the radius is 12, here's the center of our circle, we know that this side is also 12. We can see that the measure of the arc is 60 degrees, which means it is going to be the same as our central angle, 60 degrees. And then because it's an isosceles triangle for sure, because we have 12 and 12, that means these opposite angles will be the same. So if you take 180, subtract out the 60, you're left with 120 divided by 2 gives you 60 degrees there also. So basically, I just want to point out that we are looking at an equilateral triangle. This side will also be 12 because of the fact that all three angles were 60, making this equilateral. Okay, so now that we know what we're looking at, let's find the area of the segment. So first thing you find is the area of the sector. Remember that's m over 360 times pi r squared. So the measure of our arc is that 60 degrees, that's our m. So we're going to do 60 over 360 times pi times our radius squared. 60 over 360 reduces into 1/6 times pi times 144. And then you can multiply the 1/6 times 144, and we end up with 24 pi. So that's not our final answer, that's just what we need for part 1, or step 1. So I'm going to circle it so I can find it in a minute. All right, now we have to find, step 2 is find the area of the triangle. Well, we did a little bit of work at the beginning finding out that this is an equilateral triangle. So an equilateral triangle, you can take the side squared over 4 times the square root of 3. And because we know that our side length is 12, we're going to do 12 squared over 4 times the square root of 3. 12 squared is 144. And 144 divides by 4, leaving us with 36 square roots of 3. All right, so that is the area of the triangle. So that's the triangle. This up here is the sector. And then to actually answer the question, step 3, we're going to take the sector area and subtract the triangle area. So we're taking step 1 minus step 2. So our sector area was 24 pi minus our triangle area was 36 square root of 3. And then if those are like terms, we put those together, but you can see this one has a pi and this one has a square root of 3, so they're not like terms. So that's our answer, that's our area, and we're just going to put units squared on that. And that one is done.